Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 17. If you were new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews of scripted reality shows as well as scripted shows. If you're returning, you one of my people, welcome back. So, we don't have any comments from last week's episode. This week's episode, I say this every week, this could have been condensed down to an hour. I was struggling to watch it mainly because I waited so long to watch it. But yeah. And I believe that Johnny is playing in our face. You can't tell me otherwise. Who was that? Nikki Star TV said on her review last week that it's like after everything went down, Johnny came back recently and did some of his confessionals because it's not adding up with your actions. This man has went from, oh my goodness, he's so in love with his wife to like I don't even, it wasn't even midway through. He started like treating her differently and saying things like he wasn't attracted to her and she's a liar and he believes her friend and what the friend had to say, which that ain't nobody's friend at all. But then you turn around now and talk about some things could go either way. Really, Johnny? But anyways, Mirla says that the wedding date was terrible. It was too much, and she doesn't like meeting new people. Meeting new people. And the experts is like, well, he was marrying somebody at first sight. She said she was willing to look past all of that to find her husband. She was willing to sacrifice meeting people. I was like, oh, okay. But Mary says they haven't consummated their marriage yet. But the smile on her face said otherwise. And the judges was like, yeah, that smile says otherwise. And Gil was like, yeah, we did consummate our marriage like was it 2 weeks ago, 2 days ago? So yeah, so that gave me an inkling that Mirla wasn't gonna divorce Gil. Not after like them consummating their marriage. It's just not. But I think the reason what first of all, Gil says that when Mirla is negative, that it changes his mood and makes him negative, and he doesn't like being a negative person. He likes being a positive person. So when you always down, that's bringing my mood down, and that's making me feel some type of way. And they're still in the disagreement zone, money. He says that she's driven by money. He is not. She wants to work and be a billionaire, and he's happy with being like 100,000 there. And I was like, this is simple compromise. Let her out here make all the money that she wants, and you make the money that you want. And y'all can still stay together. She can still buy all the things that she wants to do because she will be a millionaire. And you can still, do what you want to do with like making a few $100,000. Simple as that. They also talk about how she likes to find the things in life, like she wants a doorman, somebody to do church service and all those things. It's like I could do that. She's like, yes, but it would be nice if somebody else do it too, does it too. But in the end, she says she wants to be married to him. He was been patient with her, and she loves her husband. Despite everything, despite their financial differences, she wants to stay married. And he's like, even though you be complaining a lot, and you like the finer things in life, and I can't afford and I don't like those things, I want to be married to you too. I figured these two was gonna make it. Now they first episode, I did think these two had a chance in hell. I did not even a little bit, not even a little bit, because like they seem so solar opposite. She didn't want to kiss him and all these other things, but I think that's what made their relationship work. They was getting to know each other, dating each other instead of just jumping into marriage. Even though they was married, we gonna date, get to know each other, get comfortable with each other, start to fall in love with each other so that this can last. And the more and more they was around each other, the more and more she changed. Yeah, she still don't like hanging around with people, but she's done it. I mean, she had a drink in her hand while she was doing it, and she leaning on Gil like, I got Gil here. He gonna be my support system. She even started taking Hype out for walks and wanting her own dog. Now, who saw that coming? I sure didn't. So I think this is why these two work, because they took their time, got to know each other, started to fall in love with each other, and then the things build up. Moving over to Bao and Johnny, Bao says it has been more highs than lows in their relationship. Johnny says things that make him warm and fuzzy are the unplanned things, and that gives him a sneak peek into what life can be like with Bao, even though there's a complete opposite of what he said in the past. But she feels that she has lost her voice in their relationship, and I think she has too. Because like when they get into their arguments, Johnny has a tendency to like get the breathing on hard, get the huffing and puffing, and he wants to storm off. And she can't express fully how she feels as to like what else you gonna do. You already huffing and puffing and about to blow the house down. And if I say any more, how are you going to react? But Johnny doesn't like it's always about him. But like that's all we've seen. We've seen you sit here and call her a liar when you said she wasn't making gourmet meals, but turns out she was making these meals. It's just that y'all was doing them together. But since it was a together type of thing, she wasn't cooking them. But he does apologize for talking to her friend about their marriage. And I was like, that ain't, first of all, Sarah was no friend. We gon' mm-mm. Cause ain't no friend of mine gonna be dogging me out to my husband. But he felt she was the only one that understood, and he should have sought Bal's permission to talk to Sarah. And I think the thing was, you was feeling some type of way, and you went to as many people as you could, so you could feel good about how you was feeling. And you found Sarah, and she was dogging Bal out. Now, ain't no, if you a friend of mine, you're not gonna be dogging me out to my husband. That's just plain and clear. But Johnny says he wants to stay married and see how things work out without the cameras. About says she wants a divorce. She wanted commitment and support, and she didn't get that, and she's been unhappy. And she doesn't think things will change. And sadly enough, I don't think they're going to change neither. You went so far as to belittle this woman and invite her to a family event because you didn't want the family to start liking her. But then a few episodes later, you let somebody who called themselves Bal's friend to tell you that she is the worst person and she's going to tear you down to build you up into what she wants. Oh, excuse me, even though you've been the one tearing her down every chance you get. So I don't blame Bal. Like, I want my happiness and I want my peace. And I don't think things are going to change. You've been acting like this for the past few weeks. And then now all of a sudden you think things can change? Like, no. Brett wants a divorce. Ryan wants a divorce. We already seen that coming. Not even a little bit surprised. We seen that coming doggone it almost at the beginning of the show. When I still want to see footage of Brett cutting up on a plane. I think things went down when he realized that she wasn't this blonde supermodel that he wanted and that he envisioned. That he wasn't gonna have this doggone it movie scene marriage where he comes home, throws her against the wall, and throws stuff off the countertop, and they doggone get to hunching. Not surprised these two didn't last. After all of Michaela's outbursts and destroying things, Zach still loves Michaela. He's over here crying because he got to be someone like Michaela. Michaela says that she and Zach have put into action how to listen to each other and how to talk to each other and how to listen to each other. I was like, when did this happen? Cause when y'all going through it like the last episode? Anyways, they've also learned ceasefire. and she regrets her hurricane actions. And she wants to stay married. I believe that. But Zach wants a divorce. And Michaela's face said it all, but I was like, he already said that. He said that he wants to divorce you so he can date you. Even though he will still have the same Michaela. Then he says he wants to divorce the last 8 weeks and willing to see where things is going. And Pastor Cal was like, look here, do you want to be with her or not? Because you're sending her mixed signals. Like, we can still be together. Either you want to be married to her or you want to divorce to her. It's a yes and. It can't be no and or no but or yes but. But then he finally says no. And like after they leave out, they looking like, is dude serious? It's almost like he didn't want to be the bad guy in the situation when he's not the bad guy in the situation. I could not take all those outbursts and things like that. I've been like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. And I don't have anxiety like Zach does. I just, I'm not gonna sit here. I not gonna leave and didn't send you a text message, even though that's me. I'm always, hey, like my in-laws live across the street. They got something going on. If my husband happened to take a nap, hey babe, I'm going across the street over to the house. The family's over there. I'm gonna go chill with them. You wanna come? Or I bring you back a plate? What? Either yeah, I get up or bring me back a plate or I'll be over there in a little bit. That's type of thing. If I'm fit to go somewhere, hey babe, I'm about to go here. All right. Same thing with him. I'm about to go to the gym. I'm about to run to the store. I gotta go to the doctor. I'll be right back. Okay. Love you. See you when you get back. I couldn't I just couldn't do with the outbursts that she's having by the littlest thing. Him taking the doggy daycare, such a big outburst, unnecessary. And then does the one thing she said she wasn't gonna do, which is pack up and leave. And then think a simple "I'm sorry" is gonna do that. Yes, I appreciate you being sorry and apologizing, but you can't keep on doing this and then apologizing. You can't get mad because I say one thing and then tell me to leave, and then get mad when I try to leave, and then go destroying property. Mm-mm. I get why he wants a divorce. I just the whole us, dating afterwards. I didn't like. Rachel says when Jose cussed her out, it scared her, and that is a character flaw. Jose is scared when things get rough. Rachel's gonna bounce. He says yes. He wants to stay married. And it looked like Rachel was about to say no, but then she quickly changed it to she want to stay married. I don't know how long this is going to last because he's always going to have it in the back of his mind that you were a cheater. And he's not going to change his ways. He thinks a road trip through Texas is going to be so much fun. Like, who needs to see Europe when we can go to San Antonio? We can go to El Paso. I'm surprised he wasn't like, now depending on what side of town they're on, I'm surprised, like, say if they live in Sugarland, we can go to Humboldt. That's still a part of Texas, just a suburb. I wouldn't be surprised if he said something like that. Let's go to a different suburb of Houston. Let's go to the other side of town of Houston. That would be fun. Like, no. Later on, all the couples meet up and they discuss, um, you know, who stayed married, who got a divorce. Gil had to let everybody know that he consummated his relationship. He's letting everybody know. Anybody who sits still long enough, he gonna let them know that he consummated his relationship. I don't think anybody was surprised that Brett and Ryan got a divorce, or Val and Johnny got a divorce. Not surprised about that. Or Michaela and Zach, especially her outbursts. Rachel and Jose staying together. Them two not gonna kissing and licking on each other since they got married, so it's not a surprise. Mirla and Gil, as of late, like halfway through the season, and them getting closer and closer. Nobody was surprised about that neither. So we're gonna see what happens next week on the reunion. So y'all, that was suggest if I left anything out, by all means leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day for $4.99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video. You can click on it, you can like and share with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.